You know how Andrew Tate talks about the Matrix? In fact, you guys were talking about the Matrix earlier before. And a lot of people can't define what exactly the Matrix is. Just to do a quick analysis on that. The Matrix is the lobbyists that support politicians. And then on top of that, the deep state, which is the politicians that are in the deep state that support this type of rhetoric. And then you have the mainstream media that pushes said propaganda. And then you have the globalists like your George Soros, your the guy from BlackRock. I forgot his name at the moment. But you have a lot of these people that are on the higher elites. That's the Matrix as a whole.
Okay, if I could sum up my impression of Andrew Tate into one sentence, it would be that he went from pimping young women to pimping young men. He's just a salesperson who's promoting his business or whatever it may be. If he was promoting Christianity or Islam or something, I would understand. But if it's just become wealthy, become successful, and on the point of the Matrix isn't just control in a negative way. Control is good. The Matrix is the police. The Matrix is the medical system. The Matrix is the construction industry. The Matrix is schooling. The Matrix is all this apparatus that allows the individual to reach a certain level of live to a certain living standard. It's not always the corrupt elite, because the corrupt elite aren't the ones that you would necessarily be so aware of and that would be so prevalent and have names that are so clear that you and I can know. Because the higher up they are, the more visible they are. It's usually the lower levels people that are more the problem.
Hassan, do you know what the Matrix is? Because Jake actually brought this up.
Yeah.
The Matrix are the liberal ideologies. I'll tell you what the Matrix really is. It's feminism, secular humanism, liberalism. And
they're not necessarily, they're not inherently bad things, these ideologies.
Hold on. Atheism.
Yeah.
What else? These ideologies are the ones ruling the West, and these are the ideologies that are being transported all over the world.
Oh, okay. I was gonna add also victimism. It's all big psyop for people to think more like women. So a lot of these men that are very that would otherwise be masculine, you take the man out of the household, therefore the boys are going to be raised more like a woman because they have female energy there. If you notice statistical wise, boys that are raised with a single parent household, which is usually the woman, then on top of that, they're going to daycare, which daycares are also run by women. And then you're going to go to schools like in elementaries, which the vast majority of the teachers that work there are females. So you're getting female energy the entire time. On top of that, when you get disciplined by a woman, the woman will tell those little boys that acting like a boy, aggressive, energy, built, etc., is wrong. You're going to get punished for that. You should act more like a little girl that's like calm, collective. This is how boys are being raised.
How much is that suspicion, an assumption, and an idea seeded in our mind?
I'll tell you.
The Matrix. The Matrix isn't all bad. It provides a lot of good to society. This perception that we're completely being targeted consistently, when we're just our animalistic nature is being just maybe slightly diminished, and we're maybe being taught to be less selfish and ignorant in most cases. But I just don't see how the Matrix is overall a negative thing. Yeah.
Hassan, do you think feminism is negative or is it bad?
I understand where it comes from. Has it gone off the rails? Yes, definitely. But the idea that a woman should be in the workplace, can make the most of her opportunities in her career, not necessarily a bad thing.
Okay. Basically, it's like this. Feminism is the reason why the nuclear family is completely destroyed. When I say feminism, I'm talking about when I say feminism, I'm talking about I'm putting all the liberal ideologies together in one, because they all agree with each other. The reason why the birth rate has completely declined is because of the policies that feminism has fought for. All right, abortion, the idea that men and women are equal, women entering the workforce, the pill, the sexual revolution that created the hookup culture. That's what has caused all the problems that you're seeing in society. The reason why the reason why marriages have declined, all right, and they continue to decline. These are the reason. This is the reason why we have the issues that we have. So the problem is a moral issue. It's a moral issue. You either, you've got two choices living in the West. You either reject the liberal ideologies that the West pumps through every single institution, whether you are in hospital, whether you are at school. You either reject the liberal ideologies and follow an ideology that's opposed to the liberal ideologies, or you assimilate and become part of the liberal ideology. All right, it's really that simple. So me as a Christian, I'm completely and utterly against everything about liberal ideology, because they all push the same agenda, and that is to destroy the nuclear family and to bring about a new alternative to the family structure, which we are seeing now with the rise of LGBTQ being pushed into schools and so on and so forth. They definitely do have an agenda, and their agenda is definitely working. This is why the West is not reproducing enough to replace itself.
I just have to argue against you, Octavio. Sorry, Jake. I'm sure you want to step in, but almost everything you pointed out, that's a problem. The feminism is the problems with feminism it's not the feminism is the problem. It's us religious people, right? You say men and women are not equal. They are equal. Women in the workforce, nothing wrong with that. It's us as Christians and Muslims, when we're in positions of influence, that corrupt our faith, that take advantage of it, misuse it, mistrust it, that produces ideologies like atheism, feminism, because good comes from God, right? I'm a Muslim, I would say that. You're a Christian, you would say that. When we misuse the scripture and the guidance, we produce these evil works, right? People take morality and justice into their own hand. The women who are oppressed, told you can't leave the house, you must be my servant, you must be that, you are a fool, you're ignorant, you're intellectually inferior, in one way or another, not directly. I'm not painting a picture of an evil guy here with a big beard and a big nose or whatever, just hitting his wife, right? I'm just pointing out where where we as religious people have failed, because we're the ones with the guidance. I would say Muslims and Christians. The Christian would say the Christian has divine moral guidance. I would say the Muslim has divine moral guidance, where we misuse our goodly loan from God. We betray the trust of God when we take things into our own hands. That's one of the reasons I had a serious problem with Andrew Tate whenever he quoted Islam, quote a scripture here, a verse here, a chapter here, a chapter there, random verses, just a patchwork of meaningless nothing, misleading people, essentially taking charge of military age males. He keeps saying military age males because these are the easiest people to do. They're just as easy to do as OnlyFans girls, right? Just tell a man enough, you're stupid, you should be working harder. Andrew Tate promotes, like a typical salesman, fear with there's a crisis in masculinity, crisis in this, blah, 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 blah. Fun, Matrix, makes it look like it's a movie, that you're the movie, you're Neo in the Matrix, when he's really he presents himself as Morpheus, and you're Neo when he's really just Agent Smith. And a typical sales technique is impulse buying. He puts in your mind that you need to act, and you need to act now.